Good day, class. This is Mr. Michael Flores, your teacher for today, and this is the continuation of our lesson for operations on functions. So in our previous video, I presented to you some of the basic review on the operations on polynomials that is also used in operations on functions. So since this is the continuation of our presentation last time, so I'll move on the next slide or next example. Okay, so we have the following examples here. So last time we've discussed already some fundamental operations. Then this time, this is just a recap or review of your previous algebra topics. So for number 1, we have find the sum of 1/3 and 2/5. So for number 1, we have 1/3 plus 2/5. So actually this is a basic lesson taught during your elementary and junior high school, no? So this is some of the basic topics in math na kailangan po ay kabisado po ninyo, no? So how do we add fractions with different denominators? So what we will do now is first to identify the least common denominator. So based on our problem, or based on our given, the LCD of 3 and 5, that is 15. Okay? So to solve this, we have 1/3 plus 2/5 is equal to, so we have 15. So paano po yan? 15 divided by 3, that is 5 times 1, we have 5. Plus 15 po dito. 15 divided by 5, that is 3 times 2, we have 6. Then we can now combine them. We have 5 plus 6. So we have 11/15. Okay? So ito po yung sum of 1/3 and 2/5. So anyway, you may use your calculators naman po. Okay? For examples like this. Next, we have the second given po. Kaya lang this time we have a rational expression. For number 2, we have find the sum of 1 over x minus 3 plus 2 over x minus 5. Okay? So this time we have rational expressions. 1 over x minus 3 plus 2 over x minus 5. So the first thing to do is to identify the least common denominator. So since we have rational expressions, I recommend na yun mismo yung gagamitin natin. Just simply get the product. So we can now have x minus 3 times x minus 5. Okay? So pwede po natin gamitin ito as their least common denominator. Okay? So from here we have 1 over x minus 3 plus 2 all over x minus 5 is equal to, so anong gagawin po natin? So sa baba, and pagsamahin na po natin, we have x minus 3 times x minus 5. Okay, pagsamahin na po natin. So ang gagawin natin, divide natin tong dalawang factors dito. So since mayroon siyang ganito, pareho silang x minus 3, di-disregard po natin. So magkakaroon tayo ng matitira x minus 5. So we'll now have 1 times x minus 5 plus yung nandito po we have 2. O divide po natin itong dalawa dito sa denominator. Since pareho silang may x minus 5, maiiwan is x minus 3. So we have times x minus 3 para sa numerator. Okay? And then now, you can now simplify by applying common monomial factor, imumultiply doon sa mga terms natin sa loob dito po yan. Tapos, ito 2, multiply doon, saka dito. Okay? So, we now have 1 times x, that is x minus 5, plus 2 times x, that is 2x, 2 times negative 3 minus 6, all over, we have x minus 3 times x minus 5. Okay? So, simplifying it further, we have x plus 2x, that is 3x, negative 5 minus 6, that is minus 11, and then, yung denominator po natin, para mawala po yung parentheses nila, so, looking at our denominator, they are both binomial. So, pwede po natin apply yung FOIL method. So, yung FOIL method natin, mentally, sige, gawin natin, x times x, that is x squared. Tapos, meron pa tayong outer terms, ito po, x times negative 5, that is negative 5x. Tapos, negative 3 times x, that is negative 3x. Then, negative 3 times positive, negative 5, that is positive 15. Okay? And then, to simplify it further, we have 3x minus 11, 3x minus 11 all over x squared, all over x squared, then negative 5x minus 3x minus 8x plus 15. So this is now the sum of our rational expressions. So yun po siya. So again, recap natin. Get the LCD nung nasa baba. Ito siya. Kung walang eksakto, i-multiply lang. Tapos, yung LCD, i-divide dito. Yung matitira, yun yung magiging multiplier natin. Okay, same dito. Multiply doon. Natira x minus 3 din. Simplify, distribute. Ito po yun. And then, yung denominator, para mawala yung parentheses, i-multiply natin using FOIL method. And then, the final answer would be 3x minus 11 all over x squared minus 8x plus 15. So, that's it for number 2. Okay? So, let's move on. Example number 3. Okay. For example number 3, we are tasked to find the product of 10 over 21 and 15 over 8. Since we are getting the product, i-multiply lang po natin. So, we have 10 over 21 times 15 all over 8. So, using your calculator, madali lang po yan. Diretso lang po yan. But, solving it manually, pwede tayong gumamit ng cancellation process. So, pwede tayong mag-simplify or mag-lowest term. So, for example, 10 and 8 are divisible by 2. So, divide natin by 2, magiging 4 ito. Ito magiging 5. And then next, yung numerator na 15 at saka yung 21 dito, they are divisible by 3. Okay? So, 21 divided by 3, that would be 7. 15 divided by 3, it would be 5. Okay, tapos tingin pa tayo kung meron pa tayong pwede i-simplify or i-cancel. So far wala na. So, we can now multiply. So, we have 5 times 5. We have 25. Over 7 times 4, we have 28. So, that's it. So, the product of 10 over 21 and 15 over 8 is 25 over 28. So, that's how simple you multiply fractions. First, find same divisibility po kung meron. Then, cancel tayo kung kaya bago tayo mag-multiply. Kumbaga, i-lowest term muna natin. Okay? So, for the next example, number 4. For number 4, we have to find the product of x squared minus 4x minus 5. So we have x squared minus 4x minus 5 all over x squared minus 3x plus 2. I-multiply natin dun sa x squared minus 5x plus 6 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10. Okay? So, with this, ano po yung first step natin na gagawin? As much as possible, i-simplify muna natin yung ating mga factors. Paano po natin gagawin? So, since meron tayong trinomials, try to factor it out. Magkakaroon po tayo ng tinatawag na factoring. Okay? So, dito ko na po ilalagay para at least makadaling makita kesa po sa kabila. Okay? So, if we will factor out our numerator, so we have the factor of x squared minus 4x minus 5 would be x plus 1 multiplied to x minus 5. Okay? So, from trinomial naging square of binomials po siya. So, paano po yan? So, trial and error po yan. Pwede nyo po i-counter check using FOIL method. So, for example, x times x, x squared. Tapos, 1 times negative 5, negative 5. 1x minus 5x, that is negative 4x. Okay? So, that means tama po yung ating factoring sa ating numerator. Then, for our denominator, we have x squared minus 3x plus 2. Factor out po natin. The factors of x squared are both x. Ayan, x times x. Then, the factors of 2 are, of course, 2 and 1. Okay? And then, para makuha po natin yung negative 3x doon, multiply natin na negative ito at saka yun. So, check po natin. X times x, x squared, negative 2 times negative 1, positive 2, negative 2x, saka negative x, that is negative 3x. Okay? So, next, we'll move on our second rational expression. Same thing. We have to factor them, no? So, we have x dito. Kasi x times x, x squared. What are the factors of 6? So, it can be 3 times 2. Tama po ba? Okay. It is 3 and 2. Kaya lang, para makuha natin yung negative 5x, so multiply na negative 2 at saka doon. Okay, so by FOIL method, x times x, x squared, negative 3 times negative 2, positive 6, tapos negative 3x at saka negative 2x is negative 5x. So, tama. Okay. Last factoring nasa baba. So, we have x dito, x doon. What are the factors of 10? Para makuha po natin yung nasa gitna. So, the factors are 5 and 2 lamang. Pwede rin yung 10 times 1. Kaya lang para makuha natin yung 3x dito, negative. So, 5 must be negative and 2 must be positive. Okay? So, using the FOIL method, check natin. X times x is x squared. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Negative 5x, multiply mo to, tsaka positive 2x, that is negative 3x. Okay. So, from here, we can now simplify just like what we did dito. Kung meron tayong mga same factors po from numerator and denominator, we can cancel them. So, looking at our given or yung ating simplest form po. So, from here, meron tayong x minus 5 doon at saka x minus 5 dito. So, cancelled na po yun. Then, next, meron tayong x minus 2 dito at saka x minus 2 doon. Okay? Meron pa ba tayong pwede i-cancel? So far, wala. So, what is left now is we have x plus 1, ito po yun, times yung nandito, we have x minus 3. All over, we have x minus 1 times x plus 2. Okay? And then, since we need the simplest form, kailangan po naka-simplify po ito or naka-lowest term. So, we can now apply the FOIL method. So, x times x, that is x squared. Tapos, outside term, negative 3x plus x minus 3. Okay? All over, o FOIL method natin nasa baba, x times x, that is x squared. X squared plus 2x minus x minus 2. Okay? Then, our final answer would be x squared minus 2x minus 2x minus 3 all over x squared plus x minus 2. Okay? So, ito po yung ating product or yung ating final answer. Okay? So, recap lang po natin. Again, when we have the product of rational expressions like this, as much as possible, simplify po muna natin by using factoring po. Okay, factor out natin yung trinomial. So, ayan po, na-simplify sila. Next, if we have the same factors on the numerator and the denominator, cancel them out. Then, yung mga natira, i-multiply, then simplify. So, that's how simple it is to multiply rational expressions po. Or to multiply polynomials na gagamitin natin sa operations on functions. Okay. So, last one, we have number 5. Okay, for number 5, we have to divide. Okay, so for number 5, it says divide 2x squared plus x minus 6 all over 2x squared plus 7x plus 5 divided by x squared minus 2x minus 8 all over 2x squared minus 3x minus 20. Okay? So, same thing na ginawa natin sa number 4. Simplify muna natin or mag-factoring tayo. Okay? Kaya lang, we have a rule in division of rational expressions or polynomials or division of fractions na lang. We have to multiply the dividend to the reciprocal of our divisor. Okay? So, paano po natin gagawin yon? Okay? So, this one would be 2x squared plus x minus 6 all over 2x squared plus 7x plus 5. We have to multiply it to the reciprocal. So, 2x squared minus 3x minus 20 all over x squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay? So, babaliktarin lang po natin yung ating divisor. Pagpapalitin ng pwesto, yung numerator, denominator. And then, apply factoring. Okay? So, the factor of 2x squared plus x minus 6 would be, ang factor po nito we have, okay, of course, we have 2x times x para makuha natin yung x squared. And then, what are the numbers para makuha natin yung 6? So, we have 3 times 2. Okay? And then, para makuha natin yung positive 1x sa gitna, this must be negative, this must be positive. Okay? So, check. 2x times x, 2x squared. Tapos, 2x times 2, 4x minus 3x. So, 1x or x. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. So, tama. all over the factor of our denominator. Of course, meron siyang 2x squared. So, 2x dito sa isa, yung isa ay x doon. Then, what are the factors of 5? So, we have 5 and 1. Okay? Since 7 ang kailangan natin makuha sa middle term, so gawin natin parehong positive. To double check, 2x times x, we have 2x squared. 2x times 1, 2x plus 5x, 7x. 5 times 1 is positive 5. Okay, so that's it. Next, konting tiyaga lang po sa pagpa-factoring, no? So we have 2x, then x here. Then, what are the factors of 20? So, we have 5 at saka 4. Okay? 5 and 4. And then, para makuha natin yung negative 3 sa gitna, this must be negative, this must be positive. Okay? So, to double check, 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times 4, negative 8x plus 5x, so negative 3x. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. So, tama. Next, yung sa baba, x squared minus 2x minus 8. So, factor natin, x dito times x para makuha natin yung x squared. What are the factors of 8? So, we have 2 and 4. Okay? Kaya lang, para makuha natin yung negative 2, this must be negative 4, this must be positive 2. Okay? So, to multiply, we have x times x, x squared. X times negative 4x, that's negative 4x, plus 2, that is negative 2x. So, tama. 2 times negative 4, that is negative 8. Okay? So, that's it. Yan. Kaya pa? Kaya. Then, next is to determine among the numerators and denominators na pwede natin i-cancel, no? So, we have 2x plus 5 here, tsaka dito. Then, we have x plus 2 here, x plus 2 doon. Tapos, meron pa ba? We have x minus 4 here, tsaka x minus 4 doon. Okay? So, alin po yung natira? Itong dalawa na lang. Okay? So, our final answer now, or the quotient would be 2x minus 3 all over x plus 1. Okay? So, ito po yung ating quotient or the answer. Okay? So, that's it for today. Again, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. God bless.